on the corner of 25 West Main Street in downtown Vermilion. The Spot, Winnie Mays, is proud to support programming on Coyote News. The Spot, Winnie Mays, providing salon and spa services for men, women, and children.
Coming up on Coyote News, we'll have the latest USD COVID-19 numbers.
Plus, we'll tell you how Coyote Athletics is handling multiple sporting events on the same weekend. Coyote News starts right now.
Live from the Al Newharth Media Center, this is Coyote News.
Hi, I'm Delaney Nellis.
And I'm Philip Larson. We'll get to those stories and more, but first, the South Dakota Department of Health reports 228 new cases of COVID-19 and 34 deaths. This brings the state's death toll to 1,739. Active cases are in a downward trend with 3,238 current cases. Hospitalizations are also in a downward direction with 161 people currently hospitalized across the state. Health systems have distributed more than 82,000 doses of the COVID vaccines, and over 60,000 people have been vaccinated with either the Pfizer or Moderna version.
Coyote News' Caitlin Sterling is live in the muck to learn more about the university's plan for getting vaccinations to students and faculty. Caitlin?
Thanks, Delaney. I'm here in the muck with Kevin O'Kelly, who is leading the USD COVID Task Force. What are USD's plans for students and faculty regarding the COVID-19 vaccine?
Well, I can tell you, Caitlin, we're very excited that the vaccine is here in South Dakota. Everybody that's going to get a vaccine is on a list based on their vulnerability, frankly, and students are going to be typically lower, less vulnerable than will be the older faculty. Right now, in Clay County, we're giving the vaccines to people that are in the 1D category, but even in the 1D category, there are hierarchies. Right now, you need to be 80 years and over to get the vaccine in Clay County. Very few students meet that criteria. So we're going to be giving it to the older folks first, then younger folks, work our way down the list, and we will get to students eventually.
All right, so will students be required to get the vaccine, or will it be more optional?
It'll be optional. Now, we highly encourage every person to get vaccinated. The light at the end of the tunnel, to get all of this behind us, to take our masks off, to stop social distancing, is the vaccine. So we highly encourage every South Dakotan to get vaccinated when their time comes.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Kevin. Live in the muck for Coyote News, I'm Caitlin Sterling.
Thanks, Caitlin. For more information on vaccines, visit the USD COVID dashboard website.
In the wake of President Joe Biden's inauguration, members of Congress have further business with former President Donald Trump. Coyote News' Kyle Ireland has more.
With the inauguration of President Joe Biden done, the House of Representatives has moved on with the impeachment process by handing over the articles of impeachment to begin the formal trial in the Senate.
The House gave the article to the Senate on Monday. In the article, the charge levied against former President Trump is incitement of insurrection related to the storming of the Capitol on January 6th. Michael Card, an associate professor of political science, said that the impeachment is an action by the House to identify potential high crimes and misdemeanors by the president.
But it was meant as a safety valve, so to speak, by the framers of the Constitution to remove a rogue president if necessary. It's a very high standard in the sense that the House of Representatives votes to impeach. That impeachment is more like a criminal indictment. But I don't want you to think that impeachment is a criminal process. It's largely a political process to remove a president.
Democrats would need the support of at least 17 Republicans in the Senate to convict former President Trump. Some Republicans have said that they are open to the idea, and their Democrat colleagues urge others in the Senate to do so as well.
If the president is convicted, that the Senate can then take a vote, and it requires a majority vote, that the president or the person convicted could no longer hold any federal office.
Opening arguments in the Senate trial will begin the week of February 8th. Reporting for Coyote News, I'm Kyle Ireland.
Since students have returned to campus, COVID numbers continue to decrease. For the Wellness Center, this means that it can move forward with Phase 2 protocol. The Wellness Center is now operating at 30% capacity. Masks are still required to enter and exit the facility. Phase 2 protocols allow the racquetball court and the studio rooms to be open. Group fitness classes also are available by reservation, along with the option to take a class virtually. For more on Phase 2 protocols, visit the Wellness Center page on the USD website.
A new business is stirring up the community. The new bar, the Nutrition Den, is partnered with Yankton's Rivers City Nutrition and offers Vermilion another healthy option.
Well, this is my second nutrition club that we've launched. So that being said, I've already went through this and I love creating that again and meeting a new community. So I think, I don't know, it's just fresh new vibes. And I guess the community really makes it what it is.
The smoothie and juice bar serves a wide variety of drinks, including teas, shakes, and aloe vera shots. It sits just a few blocks from the university's campus.
I like having people walk through the door that I recognize from classes or just my friends coming in, meeting a lot of new people. I've only been here for 3 shifts and already I feel like I have met a lot of the people that come in every day.
The Nutrition Den is currently open Mondays through Thursdays, 9 to 3, and will soon extend its hours into the weekend.
So, Phil, what's the weather going to be like for the rest of the week?
Well, Delaney, it looks like it's going to be warming up this week. Right now it's 19 degrees outside. The low for tonight is going to dip around to 12 degrees. Tomorrow will bring a high near 27 degrees and a low in the teens. We'll see a high into the 30s on Friday with the low in the mid-20s. The weekend will finish off being partly sunny on Sunday with a high in the mid-30s and a low in the teens. And that's all for your Coyote weather.
Thanks, Phil. Coming up on Coyote News, the future plans for the Coyote Twin Movie Theater.
Fostering is when you take in an animal into your home and you take care of them until we can find them a permanent forever home.
If you can find it in your heart to do it, it's rewarding.
We do all the vetting, the neutering, the spaying, the medications.
The Humane Society has lots and lots of great dogs and cats that can pull at your heartstrings and make you realize you got a little more to give.
Behind the block.
Everything goes silent.
It's just you and the water.
And just wait for the beep.
This is Coyote News.
The Coyote Twin Movie Theater downtown continues to operate even though the COVID-19 pandemic. The theater is now taking private bookings for those who want to host small events for friends and family to attend. Events can vary from birthday celebrations and film viewings to video game nights on the big screen. People can also host TV marathons. Rentals are available anytime during the week for 2-hour increments. They are also available on the weekends as well. The Coyote Twin is selling fresh popcorn on Fridays and Saturdays every week from 4:30 to 6:30 each night. For more information, visit vermculture.org/rentals.
To celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, the Gallagher Center partnered with the Vermilion Food Pantry for a food drive. The food drive collected over 650 pounds of food. Volunteers started on January 10th by putting door hangers on doors throughout the community to promote the event. People were able to participate by bringing food to the muck or by scheduling a time for volunteers to pick up food from their home on January 18th.
After the postponement of fall sports, USD Athletics have a busy spring slate of games ahead of itself. Cameron Wilson, Director of Events for Coyote Athletics, tells us what the most important aspects are when it comes to handling this daunting task.
Is planning. You're, like I said, trying to plan for 18 sports seasons at the exact same time. So trying to keep everything straight. Communication's been the biggest key. As long as we continue to do a good job with that, we'll set ourselves up for success.
Wilson also states that coaches' scheduling flexibility has helped greatly. The next Coyote home game will be a basketball doubleheader on January 29th versus Omaha. So, Sierra, I heard that we broke a record this past weekend in track and field.
That's right, Delaney. We'll talk about that and more coming up on Coyote Sports.
The Honors Lounge is my favorite place to study on campus.
The Honors Lounge, located in Old Main, offers 24-hour access. With quiet study space, free printing, study snacks, and computer access. To join, contact the University Honors Program.
Your fire tag, 1926.
This is Coyote News.
Hi, I'm Sierra Prue, and this is your Coyote Sports. A positive COVID-19 test within the Omaha women's basketball program has forced the cancellation of the Mavericks' two-game series against the Coyotes. The games were scheduled for Friday and Saturday here in Vermilion. Although the women's games won't be happening, the men's team will still have a chance to take on the Mavericks. The Coyote men's basketball team is riding a 7-game win streak going into their home games this weekend. The Yotes will play Friday and Saturday against the Mavericks. Omaha's riding an 8-game losing streak and is 0-4 in the Summit League. Over the weekend, the Yotes beat Western Illinois in back-to-back victories. The men are 6-0 in the Summit League for the first time in USD history. There aren't any expected changes in the starting lineup. AJ Plitza-White leads the team in conference play. AJ is the only player in the Summit League that averages 15 points and 3.9 assists on the season. Stanley Amude ranks second in the Summit League in points per game with 19.4. He also has the most made field goals in a Division I game this season with 17 against SDSU. Both the Friday and Saturday games start at 7. It was a record-breaking weekend for the USD track and field team. Sophomore hurdler Brighton Sr. has been named the Summit League Track Athlete of the Week after capturing the 60-meter hurdles at the Dakota Realty Invitational in the 7.9 seconds. The team leads the Summit League and ranks 14th in the nation. It also broke the Dakota Dome record of 7.96 seconds set in 2016 by current USD hurdles coach Tavaski Lewin. After a conference loss to Wichita State and Missouri State over the weekend, the Coyote volleyball team plays against Creighton both Friday and Sunday. The team will be in Omaha Friday night, but returns home Sunday afternoon for the second match against Creighton. Beginning at 2, the team is 9th in current Summit League standings. And that's all for your Coyote Sports. Coming up on Coyote News, we ask students what movie and TV shows they're binge watching.
I like shooting live because you have a greater responsibility. You get to go out, get hands-on experience in the field, and you know it's leading you to something great for the future. I really like the teamwork and being able to communicate with people. We all know what jobs we're supposed to be doing, and we all know what needs to get done. There's something about being live outside of the studio. Being on your own, it's just a different energy. I like being part of a team and working together to get the perfect interview. I think it's worth it from all the experience and all the skills you're going to get from it. It definitely helps you break down some barriers and opens you up to new experiences.
This is Coyote News.
With the start of a new semester, students need an escape from their workload.
In this week's Out and About, we asked students what movies and TV shows they're binge watching.
Here's what they had to say.
I'm currently binging Cobra Kai on Netflix and Outer Banks for my 6th time.
I love watching How I Met Your Mother on Hulu.
The show Dracula on Netflix is super binge-worthy.
I'm currently watching Criminal Minds. It's a fun show. I've never watched it before. Right now, I'm watching Queen's Gambit.
Watching New Girl, so that's a go-to.
My go-to is probably Criminal Minds, and as for what I'm binging, that would probably be Bob's Burgers.
Right now, I am watching Letterkenny.
Office, just because it's like really funny and it kind of puts me in a good mood.
Tree Hill usually, but since All American just came out, I'm like starting to binge watch that.
But currently, I'm binging The Crown.
My recent movies, I've been watching Harry Potter movies because I liked them, then they popped up on my TikTok, so I've just been binging Harry Potter movies the last couple weeks. So.
I know I've been pretty upset since they took The Office off of Netflix.
It's a national travesty, and honestly, I think that if you download the Peacock app, you can watch The Office. So you might want to look into that, Delaney. Anyways, during the inauguration, not all the attention was on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, but also on Bernie Sanders. Bernie has been shown on the moon, sitting next to Deadpool and having coffee with the cast of the TV show Friends. The meme received so much attention, he turned it into a sweatshirt. All the proceeds will be going to the Meals on Wheels program in his home state of Vermont.
I know my favorite meme of Bernie was the one where he's sitting in ID Week's library.
I'd have to go with the one of him in the Coyote News radio booth. Personally, I think I might want to check out that mixtape on SoundCloud. So.
Be sure to pick up this week's issue of The Volant, out today with a more in-depth look into South Dakota's vaccine distributions.
That's all for Coyote News. Be sure to like us on Facebook as well as follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And watch and listen for Coyote News daily updates throughout the week on KAOR and the Coyote News social media pages.
Thank you and have a great night.